Before we jump into how not nice it is outside this afternoon, first want to talk about actually how warm it was last night. Last night, as of right now, we only got down to 81 degrees through the overnight hours and into early this morning. As long as we stay warm through the rest of the evening hours, we'll set a new record warm low temperature here in the Quad Cities. The old record for July 19th was 80 degrees even back in 2011. So as long as we don't drop below 81 degrees through midnight tonight, that'll be our new record warm low temperature, and of course 15 or 16 degrees above average for an overnight low. So it's been really warm through the overnight hours, really hot this afternoon too. 95 degrees here in the Quad Cities, feels like 111, dew points in the upper 70s. It's really hot, really humid. We'll show it to you across the entire area. Most of us in the middle and even some upper 90s. Right now, Muscatine checking in at 97 degrees for a current temperature. The dew points making us feel even more humid, so our actual heat index values anywhere from 108 in Maquoketa to 113 degrees in Clinton right now for a feels like temperature. So it's really, really nasty stuff outside. So we're not kidding when we tell you got to be careful out there, because extreme heat is actually the #1 killer in terms of weather disasters and dangerous types of weather. So just be careful when you're outside this afternoon. As we go through the rest of tonight, not much relief. Here's what we're looking at for feels like temperatures tomorrow morning, which is generally the coolest part of the day most of the time. Only upper 70s and potentially some lower 80s. And then we're right back into it tomorrow afternoon, anywhere from 100 to 105, potentially 110 degree heat index values. But there is relief on the way. Look off to the north. Those cooler colors, they are moving this direction, courtesy of a boundary that's off to our north. Right now it's a stationary front draped across Minnesota and Wisconsin. Actually a tornado watch up that direction. Severe thunderstorms firing up into the Minnesota area. That boundary will move our direction by the time we get to later on tomorrow, bringing us rain chances, storm chances, and some relief from the heat. As we go through Futurecast into tomorrow morning, you can kind of see the clouds showing up along that boundary off to our north. Doesn't make much progress our direction until most likely tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon, and into the evening. This is when we'll also want to be watching the potential for some strong thunderstorms, especially off to the north of the Quad Cities during the late afternoon hours. Then everything pushes through across the area tomorrow night, through the overnight, and into Sunday morning. Some showers and storms, and the rain chances last through Sunday and into Sunday evening as well. Right now, slight risk of severe weather tomorrow afternoon and into the evening hours, roughly along the line from Iowa City up to Clinton, and then over towards the Rockford areas further off to the north of there. So something to keep an eye on once we get past the heat and then into the storms later on tomorrow. Tonight, not too much of a cool down again, only down into the upper 70s, feeling like the 80s. Isolated storm chances most likely north of Highway 20 again, kind of like last night we were dealing with. Tomorrow into the middle 90s, so a slight bit cooler than today, but you probably really won't notice it too much. Still pretty hot, still pretty humid. Then the improvement comes by Sunday. Highs only in the low to middle 80s, some showers, low 80s even on Monday, Tuesday, both looking at high of 81 degrees, and mostly sunny skies, dry conditions through most of next week.
Yeah, when it gets to these hot temperatures, just that degree or two, it still just feels hot.
Yeah, it feels hot. So even though tomorrow we'll have a high of 96 versus 97, it's still going to be pretty dangerous outside. Just be careful.
But relief coming.
Yes, it's on the way.
All right, Zane.